Hey, nice to meet you and welcome to our HxGN autonomous booth here, where you see quite some cool solutions, completely autonomous. And we are here today with our newly announced BLK2GO PULSE. So what you see here, completely new, is the technology what we are using here. So it's not anymore dual axis LiDAR with mechanical rotation parts inside. It's a dual time of flight solid state LiDAR, which basically means that we are not sequentially scanning, but really simultaneously by shooting out pulses and then capturing simultaneously several thousands of points. And we repeat this, and this gives us, like a video, a spatial video. And so we have the 3D information in place, together with our proven Grand Slam, so that we can Can we do it again?
Okay, doesn't matter, you can continue, we can cut. Not live.
It's not live.
Yeah, you can continue.
Do it again, I will make it better, I'm sorry.
Okay, doesn't matter, you can continue. It's not live session, you know?
Yeah, okay.
You can continue, feel relaxed.
Okay. So here with Grand Slam in place, which means we perform SLAM, so simultaneous location and mapping. So while we walk through space, we map the world around us. And this fusion of the dual time of flight LiDAR with Grand Slam we call PULSE technology, which basically allows us to create a colorized point cloud while we move. And this, coupled with the field of view, which is very similar to the human eyesight, allows us to perform what we call first-person scanning. And this first-person scanning experience I would like to show you and demonstrate directly here with the BLK2GO PULSE. So basically, you see already here our smartphone with the BLK Live app, and this is directly floating above the sensor, so that what you as a user see and what the BLK2GO PULSE sees is displayed on our display from the BLK Live app. So I have here the job folders, and I can create a new one, or I can go into the already used INTERGEO one, and then it's as simple as pushing this button and the system will tell me what I need to do. So I should initialize by walking. So this is now what I do. I walk a bit and the system will initialize, and now you see this experience that in real time we have a colorized point cloud. And like this, I'm in control to move around and capture everything what I'm interested of and what I really need. So it's not 360 degree anymore, it's really in full control. And like this, I continue my capturing experience.
Okay, let me check. Yes.
So I can also customize the view. So I have here the 3D view, the 2D view, and at any time I can review them. So I see here the 2D, I can also go and check out my 3D point cloud, even while capturing. If I want to go back to first-person scanning, I jump here and I continue with capturing my data. If I'm interested in a special object of detail, I can capture also a detail image with my 12 megapixel high resolution. And this information will be stored also in 3D space, so that I have always the information coupled together. Once I'm done with this, I can stop capturing and my data is immediately available. So I can review it here directly on the screen. I can see if everything is good. So we see here that the HxGN booth. Sorry, I will just customize it a bit better. And then I can immediately export it. So I have here the export button, and I have different functions. I can export the colorized point cloud as an E57. I can also export just the trajectory of what I walked, or just the images what we captured. Of course, I can also combine and export all of them. The data is super lightweight, so with the E57 it's just a couple of megabytes. This is the fastest way to export the data. We have also here RCS, which stands for Reality Cloud Studio, our powerful cloud platform. So I can upload the data directly from the field into the cloud by making use of my mobile data or Wi-Fi data. And this means then that basically all the data is in our Reality Cloud Studio, where then the data will be processed to get a higher quality colorized point cloud, or also to automatically register several walks together. Also, a great feature is to create automatically a texturized mesh. So the images what we capture automatically 300 degree every 1 second will also be uploaded to Reality Cloud Studio, and together with the point cloud we create then a mesh and with the images a texturized mesh. So this is a very powerful workflow. These are just two options. Also Register 360 supports the new BLK2GO PULSE if you want to, for example, register your BLK2GO PULSE data with the BLK360 data. So really depending on your needs, you can combine your workflow as you like. So now you would like to ask maybe where are the benefits of this new first-person scanning? And here it's really that you not capture everything, just what you need. So my example, what I always give is when you, for example, create a floor plan, why do you capture the ceiling? So with traditional laser scanning, you capture the data on the ceiling, you transfer this data, you process this data, and then you spend time to eliminate the data on the ceiling. With the BLK2GO PULSE, for example, you are in control of what you capture, and if it's just the floor, what you're interested, so just capture the floor, and this makes the whole workflow way faster and way efficient.
This is a mobile mapping solution that allows you to capture at the same time point cloud and pictures. It's using different technology. You need to get a position on the Earth with this system, and in order to do that, you need to rely on a very accurate GNSS, but also a very accurate IMU. But when these two make default because you are going in very challenging environments such as tunnels or maybe very tall building environments, you are using satellites, then you need to rely on additional technology. In that regard, we have implemented in this solution one unique, I would say, solution point, which is the SLAM. So SLAM is the technology that allows the system to know where it is in this environment. And we have, as you can see, two additional LiDARs on this system located on the back and the front. And these two LiDARs are used mostly for positioning, but they can also be used for densifying the point cloud. The main point cloud is captured by this LiDAR. This LiDAR has a 1 millimeter noise in terms of rendering, so it's a very accurate LiDAR. We use usually this kind of solution for engineering application, rail application, or highway application. Anytime you need very high accuracy to detect holes, potholes, this kind of thing, we would recommend this solution. On the side, you can see that we have additional port because we can expand the capacity of the system with higher resolution camera. The main camera, which is fixed on the system, is the 360 camera with just two fisheye, allowing to have a perfect image without stitching effect. And if you need to expand the capacity of the system, then you will add up to 8 cameras. 2 on the side, 2 in the front and 2 in the rear. So then you can expand the capacity up to 120 megapixel, full resolution, which corresponds to like having a 360 camera at 156 megapixel. As I said, this is also very light. You can install it, one person can install it. And you see this platform has a specific design because you can put it down, putting the system 40 centimeters down, which allows you to take it up very easily and put it back. So one person can install the system directly. The system is afterwards used with a field software, which is controlled on a web interface. So you have a direct information from all the satellites, all the accuracy of the system. What I did not mention, which is also important, you can connect this solution to a reference station network. So it means you can receive RTK correction, and in this regard, you will have a directly position in real time of your solution, and then decide if it's good or if it's bad. You can also have this information directly when you capture the data. If you do so, you can also process immediately the information on the field. So you can deliver immediately information to any customers once you have done the capture, which is quite unique. To continue about the different family we have with Leica Pegasus, we have another product which I would like to show you, which is a very light solution. So this is the Pegasus TRK 100. This is our, I would say, middle range solution with the same 360 camera, with the same GNSS and the same IMU. So we have the high performance in terms of positioning. There is no SLAM, but there is real-time kinematic as well. This solution can be also expanded with multiple cameras. And we are expanding that solution, selling that solution more for the GIS asset management market. So we have a lot of customers starting to use this solution. And if you purchase this one, you can later on upgrade that to this solution. So there is an upgrade path from the TRK 100 to the 500 to the 700, and that's it.
So I'm William. I work for Leica Geosystems for the airborne support group, and we have here the CountryMapper. This is our latest airborne sensor. It's a combination of high performance LiDAR with large frame camera. So the main benefits that you can have is to do cadastral and regional mapping, and with that you can have from a field of view of LiDAR from 10 to 60 degrees with a diverse beam of 0.17 microrad and with large frame camera of up to 35,000 pixels. So with that you can cap all your photos, all the information you need from bottom to up, and with that you can have the entire cities, entire countries with the sensor.
Today we are announcing the HxGN GeoCloud, the service family for our collaboration portal. And we will start with the GeoCloud Drive, which is a generic cloud storage for sharing surveying data from the field directly with the office people in the office. And we're doing this via a data transfer, tightly integrated into the Captivate field software, where you can upload, download data from the holiday. And while the data is sitting on the cloud storage, it's immediately synchronized to any office software thanks to our desktop synchronization app. The guy inside the office, he can use any office of the office choice, like Leica Infinity, and simply uses normal import and export data workflow, and the desktop synchronization app will do the rest in the background and updates immediately the data on the cloud storage. So you have a central source of truth for all your surveying data. You can be sure that everything on the cloud storage is the latest data. There's no other version inside, and everyone knows where you can find it. And we have, on one hand, we have a web application. So here we are seeing the project manager from our web application. So this is a place where I can create a new project, can remove a project, or simply look inside one. So for example, we have here the project demo data. The web app contains of a small file explorer, so where I can see my directory structure. I can go into the directories and see what files are actually on the cloud storage itself. But the main purpose of the web app is to manage the access to the project. When I go to our members tab page, I get the list of all the members who have currently access to this project, and here I'm in charge to either add new members or I can remove these members in the end. And on the office side, as I said before, we have this desktop synchronization app. That's like, you know, from OneDrive. It's a background process which just sits here in the tray icon and is tightly integrated into the Windows File Explorer. And you can see here inside our favorites we have the GeoCloud Drive with all the projects which we have listed already up here inside the web app. And I can go inside down, I can see the data which is hosted on the cloud storage, and this is a download on demand. So I can see with the green check mark which one is already available locally and which one is on the cloud service. And to actually interact with your office software, you can simply go to the import process, and while you're importing the things, you have the GeoCloud Drive inside the library, select the data which you would like to access, and you can see the files which the people have already uploaded today, select them, press the import button, and it's then imported immediately. That's it.